Alright. The Liberty Tree Mall, once regarded as a major shopping source here in the North Shore of Massachusetts, is now pretty much a stone's throw away from being a dead mall. What's going on, everybody? Arty 84 here from the Wicked Explorers. It's New Year's Eve 2018. I have the day off. Miss Suzi J is working, so I decided I was gonna come by the mall, maybe see if the movie's playing, go see a matinee or some sort of a movie that she wouldn't want to see, and explore this dead mall. Oh, I should say, it is a dead mall. They've done so little to try to revive this thing. When I was a kid, this was one of the bigger malls in the area. But as malls go out, the mall down the street, the North Shore Mall, has taken all the business. And this mall is full of just no-name stores and, you know, emptiness. There's actually a whole corridor. Actually, we're going to walk down that first. That there's no stores. They actually took all the real estate for the stores and made outside stores instead. So when you walk down these corridors, there's nothing but white walls, which is kind of a waste of space at that point. You might as well either made those stores bigger or done something with it. But we'll take a look at it. We'll walk in there. I don't know how much audio I'll be able to talk, so we might get some music or make some voiceover after the fact. But yeah, so this is the Liberty Tree Mall in Danvers, Massachusetts. So check this out. This is the main entrance right here on the main road. The AMC's on the other end. We'll go down there, but this is basically, there's an AC Moore on this end. There's a Best Buy anchored on that end, and then there's a Kohl's anchored on that end. Alright, this entrance over here is another used entrance. I don't know why it's still there. Alright, so here we are at the very end of Liberty Tree Mall. Above is Kohl's, one of the anchors. And this is the dead corridor I was telling you about. The Liberty Tree Mall opened on February 21st, 1972. The developer was the New England developer. It is owned 49.1% of Simon Property Group, and 2 corporate investors own the rest of this. It's a very unique mall. This mall and the North Shore Mall, and I believe the Square One Mall, are all owned independently by one particular person. And I'm curious, I haven't done investigating the other 2 malls, but I wonder if the same situation or arrangement is made with those malls as this one. The mall has 66 stores, 7 anchor tenants, which they double up on the end where the Staples is double to the Best Buy, and then where Kohl's is next to that is a few other stores. So I think that's where they get the number of anchors. There's also was a Sports Authority, now is a trampoline park, and I guess it's technically the Old Navy, they call it an anchor, Marshalls, in the movie theater. The mall is 854,000 square feet. It's a decent sized mall. In comparison to the mall up the street, it's basically close to the same square footage, it's just this place has way more bigger stores, if you will. Construction on this mall began in 1969, and it opened February 21st, 1972. The mall was renovated in 1980, and we're gonna show you that corridor in a little bit. The corridor walking down right now is the blank one, where the left-hand side is the back of the movie theaters, and the right-hand side are the back of the giant stores they put out front, and didn't really give any access to the mall. The mall was open the mall basically was open before it was fully opened. Leechmere was there at the end where Best Buy's is now, and the Ann and Hope also opened before as well. Right here is the center court in the mall. The Liberty Tree divides from the local version of Boston's Liberty Tree, which originally stood in downtown Boston. During the early years of the mall, a large metal tree stood in the center court to pretty much represent the Liberty Tree, and that's where we're standing right now. This is where the giant metal tree was when I was a kid. Over time, it was replaced by certain things like a merry-go-round at one point. This is I would say, the main entrance of the mall. There's a Buffalo Wild Wings on the right and a Panera to the left. The sculpture was of the actual tree was actually in the New England Pavilion in the World's Trade in New York in 1965. That's a little fun fact. Not sure where this tree is today, but you know, so maybe one of these days we'll track that mofo down. This wing right here might as well be a dead wing, like the wing we walked in before. There's nothing there. There used to be a Express and a few other stores. Now there's a gym down there and a bunch of odd and end stores. In 1980, there was an expansion to the mall, and this is part of it right here where we're walking down right now. This is actually right behind us is the main entrance where the Buffalo Wild Wings is and the Panera. This was all added in 1980, all the way down. In addition, we're going to get to a point we're going to see a movie theater. That was not there. That was added in 93. Where the movie theater stood was just an infill of a bunch of stores for the most part. You know, there's tons of these little middle car things in the middle, and you know, right here to your left, that's what we just seen. That's where it used to be structured and it was Express and all that. Down this corridor, I was a little incorrect. This is the corridor going to Best Buy. This is not the expansion. This corridor has the gym to the left, and on the right hand side is AC Moore. And I remember as a kid, down the very end here, there's a directory. I have a collection of all directories. Down right here was a KB toy store on the right, and this entrance didn't exist. It was the Leechman pretty much took the whole anchor up, and then when they reconfigured the Best Buy, I believe in 93, they actually made a secondary entrance over here because there was really no entrance, which I think kind of killed, or it will kill business to Best Buy. But in another way, I think possibly they had set it up that way, so if they eventually wanted to just rip the rest of them all down, they wouldn't affect Best Buy. Now we're in the corridor I was telling you about they added in 1980. As we walk down this corridor, you'll see a bunch of stores. This is where the majority of the existing stores are. Again, a lot of them are discount stores. The Foot Locker left a few years ago. The Bath and Body Works left. There's a GameStop down here, which I think every dead mall has a GameStop in it. On the left-hand side, which we're going to be coming to it pretty soon, is where the movie theater entrance is. Basically, what the movie theater did was they took a couple stores, and then they built back in the crevices between the two wings of the mall to build the movie theaters, and took over part of that first corridor for the back of the movie theater. This is the AMC right here. I do say they do update this movie theater quite often. The movie has always been updated. Every 5 years they put an addition to it. Now you can actually have beer while you watch the movie, which is pretty cool. This Marshall's was also added in 1980. And to the right of it, which we're going to show in a second, is an actual food court. The food court is a lot different looking than it does now. In 1980, there was an actual McDonald's in there that you could actually sit in, which was pretty unique for the time. I remember that the other mall, the North Shore Mall, which we'll explore another time, also had a sit-down McDonald's. That was a common thing for these malls. Before food courts were around, they just had the restaurants you could sit in. I remember a variety of different restaurants you could go and sit in, like Friendly's and such. But right where those columns are, that little machine is that we just showed, was actually an island, like a peninsula that came out. And the food court was more like a kind of a shaped like the letter C, I guess you could. It was kind of broken off, but they knocked that part down when they did the renovation. This was also added, this area right here, an Old Navy was put in there, and also was a Sports Authority that was added there. Alright, so this about sums up our tour of the Liberty Trail. I hope you guys enjoyed this Wicked Explorer. Please subscribe to us, and stay tuned for the next exploring. Maybe it'll be a mall, maybe it'll be somewhere else. So have a good day. The Wicked Explorers of Arty 84 and Suzi J is brought to you by thepacky.com. Check out thepacky.com.